Today's episode of Beyond the Mask is presented by the team at CRNA Financial Planning. Get a free consultation today to be guided through the complexities of investing and financial planning. Just visit crnafinancialplanning.com. Beyond the Mask is also sponsored by crnaeducation.com. CRNAs, you can get the CE credits you need by just going to crnaeducation.com. They have over 100 AANA prior approved credits, all 4 core CPC modules, and even over 40 pharmacology credits. No subscriptions, it's all online and mobile friendly. Just go to crnaeducation.com. And don't forget, listening to our podcast can earn you Class B credits. For more information on how you can submit them, check out our CE credit tab on our website, beyondthemaskpodcast.com. Welcome to Beyond the Mask, innovation and opportunities for CRNAs and advanced practice nurses, with certified financial planner Jeremy Stanley and CRNA Sharon Pierce. Jeremy Stanley has worked with CRNAs for more than 23 years, and Sharon Pierce is a former president of the AANA and the NCANA. Join us as we leave the operating room and learn the latest in the CRNA and advanced practice nurse industries. Beyond the Mask starts in 10, 9, 8,
7.
Hey Sharon, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you on this Thanksgiving Day, my friend, who I'm so very thankful for?
Oh, you know what? The feeling is mutual. And I'm thankful for our friendship, our business relationship, and so many things throughout the years that we've experienced in 20 plus years of knowing each other.
Jesus, and then you had to go there. Because I'm only 29.
I know we both look younger than what you really are.
All right now.
Oh, well, you know what, Sharon, you know what else I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for the CRNA industry and all the people that do so much to support CRNAs out there. I mean, you know, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, it's been a great run for me, great living, meeting great people. I got a wife and 2 kids out of it. You know, it's
And a work wife.
And a work wife, you know, so it's been a very good gig for me. And as you know, I sit on the foundation board for the AANA as well. And today we're going to be talking about the foundation and why we're thankful for the foundation and all it does. And we have 2 illustrious members of the AANA Foundation with us today. We have Mr. Nat Carmichael. Nat, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm Nat Carmichael, the Executive Director of the AANA Foundation. I'm thankful to have been part of the foundation for 18 years. Thankful for serving, CRNAs and the great profession of nurse anesthesiology. So it has been, just a delight, to work in partnership with so many great CRNAs and help fulfill the great mission of the AANA Foundation.
Wow, it's been 18 years?
It has been. I like to think that it hasn't been that long, but it's amazing. 18 years.
Well, thank you. And you're a lawyer by trade, right?
That's right. I do have my law degree. My expertise is mostly as it relates to tax law and a little bit of, tax planning and estate planning. I put those skills to use in working with donors and members that want to leave significant gifts to the AANA Foundation and their profession.
Yeah. And also with us today, we have Mike Anderson. Probably a lot of our listeners know Mike or have heard of him or his voice. And he sits on the foundation board as well. Mike, I'll let you do a little introduction for yourself.
Well, hey, it's great to be here. And again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Certainly thankful for you all, having you all in my life. And certainly, being a CRNA, I've been a CRNA for about 15 years. Served in many capacities as a bedside CRNA, as an academic. I'm now the Chief Operating Officer for Heartland Anesthesia and Consulting. I've sat on the AANA board. I was the fellow for the NBCRNA. So I've really gotten mixed into a lot of different things. I've been on the AANA Foundation now for the last 2 years, and I'm currently the foundation treasurer. And it's really an honor to serve and be a part of the foundation and really see this side of it and work with the wonderful folks and staff that we have at the AANA, at the AANA Foundation. And it's just a privilege to be here to talk more about who we are and what we do. So thank you.
Yeah, Mike, I couldn't find a better title for you because you are a treasure, my friend.
Oh, that's so awesome. Well, I absolutely,
so much.
totally agree with that assessment. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so we thought, Sharon, that this would be a great one to release on Thanksgiving to talk about this industry while we're thankful. And Sharon, what I find is a lot of CRNAs really don't understand what the foundation does or why it's important to an individual CRNA out there in the OR. They just don't understand it. So I think this would be a great time to kind of clear that up.
Oh, I absolutely agree. So, Nat, why don't you talk about the purpose of the foundation and kind of hone in on research, scholarships, those kind of things?
Oh, absolutely. So the AANA Foundation, it was founded in 1981 as the nonprofit arm of the AANA. And the mission of the AANA Foundation is to fund research and education initiatives that further the nursing anesthesiology profession. So again, those two drives, it's research and it's education. On the education side, we fund many scholarships to students that are trying to just make it through anesthesia school to become CRNAs. And we also, help students that we have an emergency fund that helps those that find themselves in dire need for funding just to make it through. And so we're thankful that we're able to do that. On the research side, this is a core part of what the foundation does. We fund all kinds of research, specifically health policy research, which helps show that CRNAs are both safe and very cost-effective providers. And those things are always needed, and so we are constantly putting funding into those research initiatives that will help, both at the federal and the state level, just really show that the quality providers and allow them to really practice to the full scope of their practice. So, yeah, that's in a nutshell what the AANA Foundation funds.
Mike, why don't you talk about, because Nat hit on a very big piece that I think is misconstrued by a lot of CRNAs. They don't understand the research piece and how that relates back to their very own pocketbook, especially in light of the environment that we're in with a little bit of animosity between the ASA and
A little
the
bit.
Why is it so important for us to have this research out there for CRNAs to be able to hang their hat on?
Great question, Jeremy. And I think that, to dive back a little bit, we all know about the PACs, right? We know about our state PAC and we know about our federal PAC, and we know how vital that those are. We talk a lot about donating to the PAC and really making sure that we're doing that so we can have a seat at the table, right? Well, that seat at the table that we have with the funding from the PAC, we then take the research from the foundation and use that to really help arm us when we have those conversations with our legislators and talk about, the fact that CRNAs are high quality, cost effective providers, right? And so whether it's the no harm found study or all of those pivotal studies that the foundation has been really vital and part of, those are all studies that we have used in Washington, D.C. for many years and continue to use moving forward to help really advocate for who we are and help make sure that our legislators understand that CRNAs are the ones that are at the bedside. We are the ones that are caring for patients, and really anything that would affect our ability to care for patients would be devastating to patients, really on a national and a state level. So there's a lot of emphasis on the PAC, and there certainly should be. We need to make sure that we really emphasize that. But I think we have talked about, from a foundation standpoint, about doing a little bit better job of really making sure we get out there and let people know who we are as a foundation, let people know that it is vital that we fund the foundation as well, because again, a lot of that groundwork, a lot of that grassroots work that's being done, in terms of those studies are really coming from the foundation. So it's really multi-purpose in terms of that need. And so it's really kind of fun to be on this side of it.
Well, if I can step in here as an AANA past president, I can tell you whenever I went to visit policymakers, any testifying, anything, data is absolutely important to everything. I can say that CRNAs are awesome. They do a great job, but I need the data to back up what I say. Nobody else is going to do the research for us, right? Nobody else is interested in CRNA data except for CRNAs at the end of the day. And so these studies that came out of the foundation were crucial to giving me a backbone to my arguments in supporting that CRNAs are excellent providers.
Absolutely.
Why don't you walk us down a scenario? Because, Sharon, you love the politics side, but I mean, if we had to go to a politician who's voting on a bill or voting on reimbursement or whatever, and you didn't have any data to prove that CRNAs were safe, what would happen? What do you think the other side would be doing, and who would be painting that picture?
Oh, well, obviously, if you're not telling your own story, somebody is telling it for you. So we had our own story. We had our own data to support. I mean, you can anecdotally say CRNAs give good anesthesia. Now, what I have done with legislators who may be farmers or whatever, not to say anything bad about farmers, but they don't necessarily know about healthcare, right? I would just say, did you see the headlines in the paper saying another CRNA killed another patient? Well, no, Sharon, I didn't see that. Well, there you have it. But back to your point, Jeremy, if we don't tell our story and we don't have the data to back it up, we're dead in the water. And so people don't understand how absolutely incredibly important it is for the foundation to do this research. We have used many of their studies as the backbone to our arguments to put CRNA's face forward in a good light.
Jeremy, if I can add to that real quick, I mean, anecdotally, we hear that when we go to DC. I've been fortunate to attend mid-year assembly every year except one that I've been a CRNA, and we often hear from legislators that you guys come in, you're professional, you present us with the data, you do it in a professional manner, you answer all our questions, you follow up with us. You don't just come in and say, well, it's because I said so, right? And
Right.
so again, that data and that information is absolutely vital to validating everything that we're saying. And I know the Iowa contingent, we hear a lot from our legislators that, man, you guys are always here and you always give us the information that we need to help us make decisions. And so, I think that that's crucial.
No, I totally agree. And, my mind is always going to the financial side of things. It's what I do. And, working with CRNAs every day, I clearly know that one of the things that would rile them up faster than anything is you start messing with their money. I mean, if there's anything, people are emotional about their money. And Sharon knows this, and we had this conversation because I'm as much a psychiatrist as I am, financial and tax guy. But, Nat, what would it look like in a scenario? I mean, obviously CRNAs are making really good income right now. We've had more states opt out. I mean, all these things have happened because you're able to prove that, like Mike said, you're a high quality, cost effective provider. That research came from whom that proves that, Matt?
It came from the AANA Foundation. It's evidence that's critical, and it's evidence that is always in need and will always need to be refreshed. As long as you want to make that compelling case as a skilled provider, that you're entitled to practice to the full extent of your abilities, you need that evidence. It's the AANA Foundation that has been able to fund it, largely through the very generous donations of CRNAs.
Hey CRNAs, it's time to simplify your continuing education. Welcome to CRNAeducation.com, your trusted provider for CPC core modules and a plethora of Class A CE credits. You can explore 43 detailed articles covering various anesthesia topics, all from your favorite device, anytime, anywhere. And with over 40 pharmacology CE credits, meet your state board requirements effortlessly. Whether you need a few credits or everything to recertify, we have what you need. Just complete your credits online without any subscriptions or recurring charges. You can trust in our 100% CRNA-owned platform, established in 2011, ensuring you receive the best in customer service and educational content. Ready to learn? Go to CRNAeducation.com. Making continuing education easy and accessible. And don't forget that support is always a quick email or a text or phone call away. To sign up and learn more, just go to CRNAeducation.com.
What are some different ways that CRNAs can give to the foundation?
Sure. There's many ways that you can make a gift to the foundation. A very simple way is just going on the AANA website and going online and making an online donation. Super easy and it's quick. You can do a monthly contribution. As you're paying your dues, there is an opportunity to make a gift to both the foundation and the PAC. We like to encourage members to really donate to both because they're both essential. I mean, you need the evidence. That evidence needs to go to the Hill. So we've got a Triple Crown program, which encourages members to pay their dues, to make a gift to the foundation and a gift to the PAC. So you're hitting all three. Some other ways that you can make gifts is specific types of gifts. We have memorials and tributes, which is a great way to honor a loved one, either a mentor, someone that you want to show means a lot to you, or someone that may have passed recently, then you want to do something in their honor, their memory. Many ways to do that. Some go as far as creating a scholarship in the name of that loved one.
Oh, we've got the Steve Mondfott Scholarship, Russ Lynn. I better say that. Tracy's here with me. And that was her baby. It's helping with the Russ Lynn. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We have many scholarships, most of which are named in honor of past CRNAs, but almost 100 scholarships that we currently offer. But that's a fantastic way of, really, putting it forward to students that are in need. Fantastic way to make a gift. The next level up from that is an endowment for those that want to see continual gifts live on. You can set up a permanent endowment for a scholarship or for a research fund, which will generate interest year over year that can be used to make scholarship awards, research grants. So again, it's a great way to put your name or someone you care about, their name on an award that will do great good for the far-reaching future. It's a fantastic way to go.
Well, that's how you immortalize yourself for sure, right?
Sure.
Well, I think one of the other points to this is that, these gifts that people give are tax deductible as well. So
leave it to the money guy.
Especially this time of year, people are going to be looking, as we're doing tax projections for our clients and they're coming back owing money. One of the things we say is, hey, give more donations and so forth. So this is a great time to be thinking about this.
Sure. There's a double benefit. Really, you're helping fulfill the mission of the foundation through your gift. But yeah, there's those tax benefits, which, in the right situations, make all the difference in the world. And sometimes you have to make a mandatory distribution from a retirement fund, which you may not be crazy about the taxation of. But if you make the right planning moves, you could use that as fulfilling that charitable option, that motivation that you may have. So again, there's a double benefit that can be had there.
Oh my goodness, I never thought about that. Holy cow. I'm learning something new every day. So Mike, I know there's another way of giving to the foundation, the Friends for Life program. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, there's actually two other ways. The Friends for Life program is a program that helps support nursing and anesthesia profession through meaningful and lasting gifts. It's It's a way to give. You can either give via a cash donation, or you can give via a commitment, through planned gifts. And the total of that gift is $25,000. And many of our members have seen members that wear that red ribbon, with the medallion. That signifies that that member is a friend for life. And one thing I would say is that we're up over 62,000 members now, and I think the total number of Friends for Life is under 500, or just around 500. So I think we have a lot of work to do there. I know that I personally am a Friends for Life, and I did so because I really look at it as a professional, commitment. It's not just a ribbon around my neck, but it's really giving back to the profession that gave so much to me, right? I mean, we all remember as an SRNA, I vividly remember riding the tram from the Crystal Gateway Marriott into DC, and sitting and listening to Lynn Reed and some of my mentors talk to me about advocacy, and really put that advocacy in action, and really instill in me the commitment of wanting to be a part and do something more, right? And so that's how I've always lived my life, and certainly the way that I've tried to function as a professional CRNA, and certainly a way that I've tried to mentor. There's also the Rise Above campaign, which is the research and safety and effectiveness campaign that really does focus specifically on raising money for health services research. So again, those are two other ways to really give specifically to an area, through the foundation.
And Nat, you hit on this earlier. I mean, people can give during their life, or they could give possibly at their death. We do have people that donate money upon death, either through leaving, the foundation a named beneficiary of their retirement plan, or they have a life insurance policy that comes to the foundation upon their death, or a percentage of that, or so forth. So it's not only during life that people can leave money, it is at death. And I know in the past year, we had someone who left a pretty sizable sum of their estate to the foundation that will continue to live on and make its way through and help not only students and research, but all the CRNAs coming forward.
Yeah, and that's a terrific way to do it. The gift that you talked about, that's $1 million scholarship endowment from Virginia Gaffey, a former president of the AANA, who was a friend for life and saw the importance of really leaving a legacy. And so that endowment will give out many scholarships and will go on for the foreseeable future. So that is the kind of legacy that is truly incredible. And we want to try to inspire other CRNAs to do something similar, because really the gift that you're leaving for the future of the profession is enormous if you can do something like that. However, you can leave a gift as part of your will, very simply as just a simple bequest. As you said, a beneficiary designation is a really easy change to make, especially if you've already have your retirement fund and you've got your life insurance already going. You can just contact the administrator to make an update. So yeah, it's not insurmountable. Friends for Life is something that most CRNAs can accomplish if they have the desire.
Today's show is brought to you by the folks at CRNA Financial Planning, an independent consulting firm that offers financial planning services exclusively to CRNAs and their families. From planning for a child's future college expenses to building a predictable income stream in retirement, the firm is committed to offering you comprehensive financial services, customized to fit your unique needs and objectives. If you have questions about your financial future, get them answered. Call the team at 855-304-3748. That's 855-304-3748. Or go online to crnafinancialplanning.com.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, when we were talking about Friends for Life, people can leave that in their will and still qualify for Friends for Life currently. So you can change your beneficiary designation and donate $25,000 to the foundation upon your death, and you still get credit for being a Friend for Life. I mean, what a great benefit for the foundation and for the CRNA being able to aid the foundation in the future.
It was easy enough to do. I mean, Jeremy's my financial planner, and so I just had to have him write it in to my retirement, And then Pierce had to sign a piece of paper since he's my beneficiary. I mean, it was simple. It just took a day or so to take care of the paperwork for that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people now, your background is in estate planning, but I think a lot of people, as they get ready to plan for their estate, they don't think about these things giving back to the foundation or the CRNA community. I work with, in fact, I was having a call today with a couple of CRNAs who've done very well for themselves, have no children. They have no one to leave the money to upon their demise, and they would be great candidates to leave some money to the foundation. And there's a lot of CRNAs out there like that if you're doing your estate planning and you're thinking about it, this industry has been great for you as it has for all of us, it might be a wonderful way to be able to give back and kind of sustain it moving forward. So, and Mike, we're not always talking about money at the foundation. I mean, we're trying to raise awareness as well. So what other things could CRNAs out there do that potentially help the foundation that might not be, a monetary donation?
We have volunteer opportunities. Each state, we have state advocates for the foundation that can really be an arm through the foundation to their state association and can be involved and learn more about the programs and things that are going on there. There's really a lot of opportunities. You can apply for the board. We have ways to get involved with that. So again, we're always looking for folks that are willing to donate their time and their energy and to the foundation. Whether it's a poster reviewer as well. We've got a pretty robust group of folks that donate their time for that. And so the posters at the annual Congress that you see, they go through a pretty rigorous process to be screened and reviewed and make sure that they're appropriate for presentation. And so there's really a lot of different ways, and certainly we encourage anybody that's interested to reach out, because we'd love to have you involved.
Yeah, and Nat, I don't know this right off, but do we have people in every state that can go to the state meetings and promote the foundation?
We have most of the states covered, although there are vacancies. And so if there's anyone out there that, and you've not seen a presence of the AANA Foundation at your state meeting, I encourage you to contact us at the AANA Foundation to see if there's an opening, if you have the desire to spread the word about what the foundation does. We're always looking for more volunteers.
And we also have programs for students, right, Nat? I mean, students that might listen to this, because we get a lot of students that listen to the podcast. If they're looking for ways to potentially get involved, what would they need to do, and what does that entail?
Sure. We do have student advocate positions, which are really to facilitate transferring information about foundation programs and our opportunities within their anesthesia program. So we are trying to have as many student advocates as possible. So it's a great opportunity for volunteer activity if you have interest within your anesthesia program to really get the word out about foundation, especially since so many students are not even aware that there's scholarship opportunities. So it's a great way to, again, get that volunteer experience. But yeah, if any students are interested, or if you know a student that might benefit from that, they can contact us at aanafoundation.com. Either just send an email to foundation@aana.com or through the website.
We also have a student advocate on the board that sits on the board with us as well. They've always done a fantastic job as well. So that's just another opportunity.
And it is funny, because we've had people that have either gotten scholarships or been involved with the foundation along the way that have sat on the board now, which is kind of seeing it come to fruition. And I think that's a great benefit there. So, well, Mike, as we kind of wrap this one up here, what do you want to get across to people about the foundation that we haven't already talked about? And you being a CRNA, and I know you're passionate about the CRNA community as all of us are, but what would you like to kind of leave with them?
I think I'd like to just let everybody know, again, the importance of the foundation. I recently gave a foundation update at a state meeting. And when I finished, I actually had several seasoned CRNAs say to me, wow, I had no idea that we even had a foundation, and I'm almost embarrassed and I want to go make a donation, And so on one hand, I think we're the best kept secret out there for CRNAs, but that's probably not a good thing when you're talking about what we use those funds for in terms of research and advocacy and education. So I think that we need to do a better job of really making sure we get out there who we are and what we do, and really let people know. But I also encourage people to get involved. Hopefully you listen to this. Hopefully you reach out and decide that you want to make a donation. You want to be a state advocate. You want to be a poster reviewer or something like that. I know that our board is a group of really committed people, and the staff are fantastic. And any one of us is certainly willing to chat with you and discuss different opportunities that are out there. But I think just really making sure that people understand that the foundation is the philanthropic arm of the AANA, and it is completely separate from your dues and from the PAC and from all of that. And that it truly is a vital entity to CRNA practice.
And the board's a whole lot of fun, right? I mean,
it is.
Barbecue late at night and have some really good times together. So
we do.
Well, service always lends itself to having a good time, right? But before we kind of wrap up here, Jeremy, I would like to say also, we're talking about giving, obviously, but we're broaching on another season. And I don't know about people who are listening, but it is hard to find. We all have so many things. It's hard to find something to give somebody for Christmas or whatever. And many of you know that my granddaughter died 2.5 years ago. So I give to the foundation in her name, and they get the family, my daughter and her husband, get a nice note from the foundation, and it says that a donation has been made in her name, and it comes out in the foundation booklet in a certain section. So I take a picture of it and I send it to them, and it's helpful in times of grief for them to know that she's still remembered. And what better way to honor her? Her daddy's a CRNA, her grandmother's a CRNA. What better way to honor her than to do that? And I'm not too sure that people know that that's an option to do that. So in this time of giving, if there's somebody that you want to memorialize, because their name is there forever. And, after you're gone, sometimes people forget who you are. So that's a great way to memorialize somebody.
I think that's a great idea, Sharon. You're right. We're all one generation away from being nobody again. So, well, Nat, anything else you want to add before we give our thanks?
No, just a final thank you to all the CRNAs out there that have supported the foundation, and also those that are considering, supporting. It's a great cause. And just remember, there is a really good mission out there from the AANA Foundation for research and education. So thank you for having us on. Glad to spread the word with you.
Absolutely. Well, I'll just say all of us are blessed beyond measure, every single one of us. And, not to always go back to money, but CRNAs are the top 10% of income earners in the United States. That means 90+% of people walking around make less money than CRNAs. There's a reason for that. You're smart, you're dedicated, you're talented, you're great at what you do. And you get compensated well for doing that. And all I would say is just make sure you understand why you are where you are. And it didn't come from you. It came from the people before you. It came from people at the foundation who did research to help you get there. And in this season of giving, in this season of coming upon the holidays, just remember that and possibly give something back to the industry that's given us all so much.
Here's to that.
All right, everybody. Enjoy your turkey, football, and Sharon, I think it's a wrap.
I think so.
Until next time.
Attention all certified nurse anesthetists. Are you in need of a reliable and quality continuing education option? Well, look no further than CRNAeducation.com. We are an NB-CRNA recognized provider, offering all 4 core CPC modules to meet your certification requirements. You can choose from more than 100 AANA prior approved Class A CE credits, with 43 articles covering a wide range of anesthesia topics. Need pharmacology CE credits? Well, we've got you covered there as well, with over 40 pharmacology CE credits available. All credits are completed online and are mobile friendly. Choose articles worth 1, 2, or 3 credits. There's no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just the CE credits you need when you need them. Owned by CRNAs since 2011, you can trust in our commitment to your education. And customer service is always a quick email or phone call or even text away. To sign up and find out more about our education options, visit crnaeducation.com, your partner in continuing education. That's crnaeducation.com. Beyond the Mask is made possible by the team at CRNA Financial Planning. With almost 2 decades of experience, the firm guides CRNAs through the complexities of investing and financial planning. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 855-304-3748 or go online to crnafinancialplanning.com.
Hi, this is Jackie Rolls, President of the International Federation of Nurse Anesthetists and President and founder of Our Hearts, Your Hands, a global anesthesia support community that takes donations to allow nurse anesthetists in low and middle income countries to go to educational programs, buy equipment, or textbooks. Your donations are tax deductible, and we would appreciate your support.
Be sure to subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere you like to listen to shows. Also be sure to check out BeyondTheMaskPodcast.com. Each episode is posted there with a corresponding blog post, and we timestamp important parts of the episode to help you quickly get to the content you're looking for. Also check out the special series section on the site. You can follow along and catch up on the CRNA History Series, episodes specifically about political conversations in the industry. Or try the CRNA Personal Finance Series. It's all on BeyondTheMaskPodcast.com. And if you have a question for the show or want to be a guest or even suggest a particular topic, fill out the contact form on the site or send an email directly to us at info@BeyondTheMaskPodcast.com. And lastly, let's take the conversation social. Check out our Beyond the Mask podcast Facebook page and Facebook group.